Now, we've dedicated a lot of time in the show this week to what China is up to, not just with the virus, but with its aggressive silencing of internal critics. There's been more of that in Hong Kong this week, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. Now, just when the world expected that Beijing would allow investigators into the country from the World Health Organization, China has stopped them in their tracks. And the WHO is not happy, Jan. A team of 10 experts, including one Australian, was aiming to find the origins of the virus and how it crossed to humans. But China has had a last-minute change of mind and has blocked investigators from even entering the country. The World Health Organization Director General made his disappointment very clear.
Today, we learned that Chinese officials have not yet finalized the necessary permissions for the team's arrival in China. I'm very disappointed with this news, but I have been in contact with senior Chinese officials, and I have once again made it clear that the mission is a priority for WHO and the international team.
Now, Michael Ryan, who's head of the WHO's emergencies program, called the delay frustrating, which is an understatement. Ryan personally made it clear to senior Chinese officials that the mission is a priority for the WHO and the international team, but they just ignored him, despite promises to the contrary. What China has now done is basically lying, which Beijing, of course, are masters at. This team, made up of epidemiologists and animal health specialists, was set to arrive in China this week. That's how close they've pulled the plug. So if the virus did indeed originate from a Wuhan wet market, as China had initially indicated to the world, why the cover-up? Why the delay? Why the extreme sensitivity to an independent investigation? It's not an Australian team. We wouldn't be allowed within cooey of the joint. It just heightens speculation that the virus may have been a laboratory slip-up and that Chinese scientists were indeed creating a virus for devious purposes which somehow leaked out. Accidents do often happen. But the world would not condemn China if this team were to discover that COVID-19 originated naturally from bats and then onto humans. But the more China hides and the more they delay, the more the world suspects that the regime was indeed responsible for the worst pandemic in a century.